So previously on this channel, I did a podcast talking about the fact momentum is a big part of any NHL playoff. Edmonton was behind 3 games to none, but as it stands right now, Edmonton got all the momentum. They won 8-1 in Edmonton in a Game 4 must-win. And last night, June 18th, with the Cup in the building, Florida shit the bed again for the second straight game. Connor McDavid put on a classic performance, broke a world record for most points in 2 consecutive playoff games, getting 2 goals and 2 assists. And as it stands right now, we're back in Edmonton for Game 6 on Friday, and Florida's on the ropes. Now, the Panthers have really not done anything in the last 7 periods. Right now, as it stands, it's 15 goals for Edmonton and only 3 for Florida in the last 140 minutes. Now, last night, the big goal, of course, was Connor Brown's second of the postseason on the shorthand, kind of matching his production during the regular season. Now, Edmonton played strong in the start of the second period. Zach Hyman scored at the 158 mark to make it 2-0 on assists from Bouchard and McDavid, while Connor got his 7 from Fogle and Bouchard again. His 25th assist in the postseason. Now, that pass for Edmonton, Matthew Tkachuk scored at 6:53 to make it 3-1, but just minutes later, the veteran of the team, Corey Perry, who has all he's been doing lately is playing in Stanley Cup Finals, scored his first in the postseason on the power play from McDavid and Bouchard to make it 4-1. Now, Rodriguez scored to make it 4-2 at the end of the period from Montour and Sam Bennett at 12:08. But Oliver Ekman-Larsson in a strong play, second of the postseason from Tkachuk, scored at 4:04, and probably the most beautiful empty net goal after the Florida defender stopped it from going in. Connor McDavid literally put a slap shot from 12 feet to make it 5-3. Now, I'm not saying I'm a PK Subban expert on the playoffs, but as it stands right now, ladies and gentlemen, Florida's really got to smarten up. Not saying they're going to lose the series, but it looks pretty rough right now because I don't think Florida really knows how to deal with a hot Connor McDavid. Now, Connor basically, to many, is considered the best player in the world to many, and I think that's showing. He's already broke the assist record for the postseason, and as it stands right now, he's going to continue to be effective. Now, according to CBC, the contest last night was pretty well what everybody expected. The idea that the line that we had today, the Oilers are dragging the Panthers back to Alberta. Now, Zach Hyman said after the contest, he's been driving the bus since he's got here. He's the guy who's been leading the team. You kind of expect it from him. Don't want to put any extra pressure, but that's what he does. He elevates his game at the most opportune times. Now, according to Edmonton goalie Stuart Skinner, who finished with 30 saves, it's easy to talk the talk. It's a lot harder to walk the walk. We're proving to ourselves that we can do both. Now, Oilers head coach Chris Knobloch said, I've been part of a lot of teams. I've always said they've had strong belief. Much of the time they don't. But with this group, they say they have strong belief. I truly believe they have that strong belief. The more situations you go through where you face adversity, it just eats you up for being able to handle it in the future. Now, Game 6 is being held in a championship round with the furthest distance between cities in NHL history at more than 4,000 kilometers. Now, Game 7, if necessary, would be held Monday. So I think the 3-day break is going to be really good for Edmonton. Now, Panthers coach Paul Maurice said, I'm not pumping tires, I'm not rubbing backs. I don't think we need that at all. Everybody feels probably exactly the way I do right now. I'm not feeling deflated. Neither is the hockey team. They're not feeling deflated, but a little grumpy. Maybe a lot grumpy. We're going to turn the page, forward Evan Rodriguez said. We're going to learn from this one. Now, McDavid's 42 points this spring all represents the fourth best individual playoff performance in league history. behind Wayne Gretzky with 47 in 85 when he won the Cup. Mario was 44 in 1980, 90-91 when they won the Cup. And Gretzky again in 88 when he won his last Cup in Edmonton. Anytime you're in the same realm as those two, it's always a good thing, McDavid said. Now, the 27-year-old's 8 points in Cup elimination games. He put up 4 Saturday, also set the record for one title series. Now, the Oilers are looking to capture their first Cup in 34 years, and the first one for a Canadian team since the Montreal Canadiens won theirs in 1993. The 5-time winners were also aiming to become just the 5th team in NHL history to come back from a trio deficit and win a series. The 42 Toronto Maple Leafs are the only other club to accomplish the feat in the final. Now, in the game 5, the Panthers came out to the gates flying in Amarant Bank Arena, forcing Skinner to make big stops on both Reinhart and Aaron Ekblad in the opening moments. Florida went to the power play a few minutes later, but the Oilers scored their second shorthanded goal in as many games open to scoring, and this was a first in the history of the final. Now, Brown, who waited on his 55th contest and scored the season, intercepted a no-look pass by Panthers defenseman Brandon Montour at Edmonton's blue line and outraced Barkov before making a deke to the backhand on an outstretched Bobrovsky for his second goal of the playoffs at 5:30. Now, Bobrovsky was being considered a shoo-in for the Conn Smythe until Game 4, and it works right now. I think Connor is the heir apparent to that hardware. Now, the empty net goal was quite interesting, ladies and gentlemen, because it came after a rush by an Edmonton player hit the post, and it went down a second time. A Panthers defender used his stick to get it out, but then McDavid got the rebound and then put it in. Now Edmonton started the season at 2-9-1. He came back from 3 deficits against the Canucks in the second round of the playoffs and fell behind the Stars 2-1 in the Western Conference Final. Again, the Oilers now sit just 2 wins from improbable glory. It's been a fun ride, McDavid said. It's going to go one more day. All we've earned here is another day. We'll be ready to go to Edmonton. Now, no predictions of Game 6 because, again, what I said in the previous podcast, momentum is everything. Florida might get back to momentum with an opening goal, but it comes back to, again, the 1987 series. Edmonton was leading the Flyers 3-1. They lost at home. They went back to Philly, tied it up, and the Flyers scored the first goal in Game 7 before they came back, and Glenn Anderson's counter clinched it. So again, enjoy the game on Friday. I know it's going to be highly ranked. And please support Edmonton, even though you're a Toronto or Montreal or Vancouver or Ottawa or Winnipeg fan. Please support Team Canada as it stands right now. So ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you're doing here, give us a like, comment, subscribe, or share. Bye.